One of the most significant industries in the world is the chemical one. The chemical industry must run a tight ship because the chemical supply chain extends from chemical manufacturing through chemical distribution. However, maintaining seamless operations is difficult due to the numerous moving components and stakeholders involved, including chemical manufacturers, distributors, merchants, and consumers. In the last few decades, chemical supply chains have changed and adapted to new digital technology. This trend also applies to artificial intelligence, AI, with chemical companies using AI technologies for inventory management, risk assessment, and mitigation, chemical allocation management, and production optimization. The management of the supply chain is already being transformed by AI. Artificial intelligence can optimize performance across all levels of the chemical supply chain, increasing profits through more effective procedures while still safeguarding public health and environmental quality. Charan County Private Limited has collated the various issues and use of artificial intelligence for supply chain management by chemical suppliers. Covered in this article: chemical supply chain issues and how AI can help production schedule. Chemical providers must carefully plan production since producing chemicals is a multi-step, complex process. They need to be aware of the ingredients they'll be using, such as the chemicals that will be used as reactants, solvents, or starting materials, which chemical products will be required for manufacturing processes downstream, where these chemical products are located throughout the supply chain, how much of those chemical products should be used in this specific plant, and what resources are accessible. Chemical producers heavily rely on information technology, tools like enterprise resource planning to manage all this complexity effectively. ERP. Nevertheless, without AI advancements, it is challenging for ERPs to keep up with the frequently fast-changing state of affairs in chemical manufacturing. Chemical suppliers will be able to optimize planning production schedules, make knowledgeable decisions to address market changes, and provide products that meet customer demand while optimizing performance across all levels of the supply chain through intelligent customization of chemical needs thanks to AI-enhanced chemical supply chain management with advanced analytics, monitoring delivery of materials. Coordination of material delivery is another challenging task for chemical supply chains, because most compounds have several ingredients that must be produced at various times using various technologies, such as reactants, solvents, beginning chemicals, or downstream products. ERPs have historically been used by chemical producers to handle this complexity. Even though the manufacture and processing of chemicals, which are frequently changing quickly in chemical supply chains, are not always kept up with by these systems. Improved AI chemical SCM will allow chemical makers to optimize the delivery of materials. Since this kind of coordination avoids interruptions or delays that can jeopardize safety, performance, or yield, it not only improves material supply, but also raises the bar for quality assurance of chemical products. Inadequate visibility. Lack of insight into their supply chain is one of the main issues that chemical suppliers deal with. Chemical firms may find it difficult to understand the status of their inventory and how it is being used if they just use internal data. According to Charan County Private Limited, it's crucial for chemical makers to have a clear understanding of what they will have available when their current supply runs out and whether or not there are alternatives that may be used to save costs without compromising quality. With the help of this information, they can more effectively plan production schedules, reducing inventories as necessary while still satisfying customer demand, enhancing safety by lowering risk exposure, ensuring product consistency with less batch variation, and optimizing performance along the entire supply chain through intelligent customization of various chemical requests. AI systems can provide a more accurate assessment of inventory levels and what is required to meet consumer demand in the chemical business. It can also make better projections about future production needs, allowing chemical suppliers to have an adequate quantity of safety stock on hand while reducing risk exposure. Quality assurance criteria. The chemical industry requires a method for monitoring quality assurance standards that increases the likelihood of delivering compounds with the correct characteristics on schedule and in full quantity. The issue is determining an accurate definition of what makes good. To accomplish such, product properties such as concentration, color composition, and so on must be considered. Even so, there are differences between batches due to both external variables such as raw materials and industrial equipment problems. Chemical manufacturers use a range of diverse techniques in the chemical industry to create their goods, further complicating the situation. Chemical firms will be able to precisely define quality assurance criteria by considering external and internal elements, allowing them to offer compounds with the correct qualities on time, thanks to AI-enhanced chemical supply chain management. On the production line, image recognition and analysis tools are utilized to evaluate the chemical composition and quality of some products. AI will recognize various types of events or patterns, such as equipment failure, at an early stage in anomaly detection systems, to avoid any problems arising. This will allow chemical suppliers to maintain high levels of client satisfaction while meeting their internal quality standards. Lastly, Charan County Private Limited concluded by saying AI can foresee possible risks and make modifications before they occur. It can assist chemical firms in reducing their environmental impact. It can help chemical businesses optimize their production processes. Artificial intelligence assists the chemical industry in identifying chances to utilize discarded chemicals as raw materials.